Hi, I'm Michelle. Today we have a yin practice that targets the gallbladder and liver meridians. It will give us a delicious stretch through the hips and the groin. To support your practice, you might find a towel or dishcloth helpful to give you a little bit of length for your arms in reclined figure four postures. You might find a block or cushion or a stack of towels helpful in some postures. Collect your supports and let's begin reclined on our back, preparing for figure four. With our knees up and our feet planted on the earth, extend through the tail, tuck your chin and tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. Extend your right leg towards the sky, reaching through the heel, bending at the knee and draping your right ankle over your left thigh, allowing your right knee to open to the right. If you are experiencing a sensation of stretch and opening that is strong enough that you are aware of it, but dull enough that you could comfortably sit with it, this perhaps is your figure four pose. If you would like to experience more sensation, we can draw the legs towards our body, either through interlacing our fingers behind the left thigh or by recruiting our dish towel or strap to wrap around the left thigh, drawing our left leg up with our left knee bent, keeping brightness in the feet, flexing through the toes, allowing our face to relax. Find the figure four position that allows you to experience that sensation of opening through the right hip. And then allow yourself to breathe deeply into the place that it is experiencing that opening. You might notice as we hold our poses for time that your body welcomes a deepening of the pose. If you would like, you can accept that invitation and go a little deeper into the posture, continuing to be attentive to your body's communication, continuing to listen. There should never be any joint discomfort or pain, numbness, or tingling. just a dull sense of opening or stretch. Gently releasing the bind or the strap, allowing the left foot to return to the earth, extending the right heel towards the sky, and then placing it back down on the earth. Coming into figure 4 on the opposite side now, extending your left heel towards the sky, bending at the knee and crossing your left ankle over your right thigh, taking the left knee wide. Taking a moment just to check in here. There might be a difference between your left side and your right side. You might find that this is the position in which you experience that sensation of stretch and opening through the left hip. You might choose to recruit your towel or your strap for this pose, even if you didn't on the other side. If you would like to draw your legs closer to your body, you can interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, flexing through both feet with your right knee bent. You might want to shuffle around a little bit here. Find the figure 4 position that works for you on this side. Relaxing through the face and through the jaw. And with an attentiveness to any signals that your body is using to communicate with you about the posture, come back to that awareness of the breath. Gently releasing the bind or the strap. Allow the right foot to return to the earth, and the left leg to extend towards the sky. Returning your left foot to the earth. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Gently rolling to one side, using your head as a rest. Gently press up to a seat. Setting up for Sphinx posture. Placing your props at the top of your mat. Coming to lie on your belly. Extending your feet towards the bottom of your space, about hip distance apart. Coming to rest on your elbows. Elbows can be just in front of the shoulders. The closer your elbows are to the body, the more your back will bend. The further your elbows are away, the less your back will bend. You might choose to keep your elbows on the earth. You might choose to lift your elbows up on a prop. Perhaps you draw your palms together. You'll notice that this increases the back bend. You can also choose to take your elbows wide, using the prop as a support underneath your armpits, perhaps resting your head on a block. Choosing the Sphinx posture that feels right in your body today. Extending through your toes, connecting with the earth through the tops of your feet. Connect with the earth through your pubic bone. Extend through your crown. And gently tuck your chin. Softly gathering your low ribs together. Allow yourself to come back to that focus on the breath. Gently drawing your attention back to your breath. Supporting yourself by drawing your navel to spine, gently moving any props that have supported you to one side, taking the elbows wide, stacking the palms and resting your forehead on your hands, gently shaking the hips left and right, releasing any tension in the low back. Breathing deeply into the belly. Gently pressing up to a tabletop position. And drawing a cushion or a towel perhaps to the right side of your space, and a block or a towel to the top, coming into sleeping swan or pigeon pose. From tabletop position, draw your right knee up and place it behind your right wrist. Drawing your right foot behind your left wrist and walking your left knee back, extending your left foot directly behind your left hip. You might place your cushion or towel underneath your right hip to provide you with a little support. If you would like to experience more opening, draw your foot closer to parallel with the front of your mat. Less opening, draw your foot closer to your torso, to your center. Extend through the crown, connect with the top of that left foot, and then slowly walk your pigeon forward or your swan. You can rest on elbows, similar to a sphinx pose. You may choose to rest your forehead on a block or on a towel. You may choose to take the elbows wide, stack your palms and rest your forehead on your hands. Find a bow that feels comfortable in your body today. And with an attentiveness to the sensation of stretch and opening through that right hip, and to any other signals your body is sending you. Coming out of the posture if you experience any pain or numbness or tingling. Allow yourself to come back to that focus, that silent reflection on the breath. Gently deepening the breath, drawing navel to spine, slowly pressing back up, planting the palms, coming back into that tabletop position. Drawing any props or supports you used under your right hip to your left side now. Knees underneath hip points, wrists underneath shoulders. Draw your left knee up behind your right wrist and your right foot behind, or your left foot behind your right wrist, and walk your right leg back, coming into pigeon pose on the opposite side. You might choose to pad the left hip here to bring the earth up to you, checking in with your left, or your right leg rather, to ensure it's directly behind your right hip. Extending through the crown, and then walking your swan forward to sleep. Continue to be attentive to any sensations you are experiencing, and be open to modifying your position if it doesn't feel right in your body today. You might notice a difference in the sensation you are experiencing on this side. Be flexible about allowing your body to find the right pose for you on each side, and being attentive to what your body is asking for. deepening your breath, drawing your navel to spine, slowly pressing up. Coming back to that tabletop position, moving any props you've used to one side, taking the knees wide, big toes to touch. Sink back into a child's pose for a few breaths. Gently rolling up to a tall spine. Swing your legs to one side and come to sit with your feet wide on your mat, coming into a dragonfly pose. Fleshy part of your buttocks can be moved to one side. Gentle bend in your knee. Flexing your toes towards your face. Knees shining towards the sky. Inhaling to find a tall spine and extend through the fingertips towards the sky. Exhaling to fold. You may find resting your palms on the earth provides you with that sensation of stretch and opening through the inner thigh. Perhaps you wish to place your elbows on the earth or on a cushion or on your towels. You might choose to come a little deeper, perhaps bowing your head, allowing the spine to round, or resting your head on a prop. Choose the level of fold that feels stretchy for you today. And if your body invites you to take it a little deeper, you can accept that invitation. Being attentive to maintaining a sense of openness through the chest, even as your spine rounds. Gently deepening the breath. Slowly walk your palms back, rolling up to a tall spine, allowing your head to come up last. Taking the right hand to the right knee, and lifting it up and placing your right foot on the earth. Left hand to the left knee, lifting it up and placing your left foot on the earth. Hooking elbows around knees, gently bow your head. Rolling up to a tall spine, moving any props to one side. Center yourself on your space and come to recline on your back. Extending through the tailbone, allowing your feet to flop in or flop out, tucking your shoulder blades underneath your body, extending through the back of the neck by tucking your chin. You can allow your palms to rest on your low belly or your ribs, or perhaps palms facing up, backs of your hands resting on the earth at your side. With the same attentiveness to your comfort that you employed in your other postures, find a shavasana that allows you to feel supported and held, that feels comfortable, and allow yourself to come back to that quiet reflection on the breath. Gently beginning to deepen the breath. Wiggle through the fingers and toes. Draw your palms together at your forehead. Thank you for taking the time to stretch today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.